Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for the time. We have the opportunity to present the result of our work in this beautiful occasion. Before we start our presentation today, please let us introduce ourselves first. Start from me. My name is Maureen Christiani Panggabean from student number 20.
My name is Audrey Kadem Derman, student number 6.
My name is Rangga Purganendra, my student number 27.
Okay. Because you all already know us, I want to invite you to sing our school anthem together, which is Mars Mansa. I want to visit you guys to stand up with us. 3, 2, 1.
Senior high school number 1, always ready any time. Develop new generation, all for my country. Senior high school number 1, my alma mater. Please accept my regards, senior high school number 1. Hope you get your glory forever.
Thank you very much, everyone. But we are all still standing because we want to do some icebreaking to refresh our minds so we can be more enthusiastic and focus during the presentation. Now we have our friends Audrey and Gavin will lead us during the ice-breaking session.
Okay, the ice breaking is easy. Okay, you have to flow your spirit.
Yes.
You talk I talk too much already. Okay, start.
Let's go meet our friends.
Move, man.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And you know it's on your feet. If you're happy and you know it's on your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it's on your feet. If you're happy and you know it, say hooray! Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, say hooray! Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, say hooray!
So are you guys ready to get into the material explanation? Thank you very much. Alright, let's jump to the presentation. As we can see on the screen, our topic today is how does hurricane form? So, before we dive more about how does hurricane forms, are you guys wondering what is hurricane? It must be good for us to understand first what is hurricane. That's why our friend Audrey will explain to us.
Hurricane is a large air mass that spins very fast around a central pole. This spinning air can cause a very destructive wind with estimated speed at 74.5 miles per hour. This phenomenon is caused by different pressure in the weather system, with radius hundreds of kilometers around lower pressure system area at speed 12.4 miles per hour. Next. Hurricanes are caused by differences in air pressure and or temperature difference in an area or region. It is related to the amount of solar thermal energy that comes from the Earth's surface. Areas that receive much of heat energy have a higher temperature and a lower air pressure. Differences in air pressure and air temperature occur between areas that receive much of heat energy and areas that do not receive much of heat energy, which result in flow in that region. Okay, continue Gavin.
Okay, thank you, Audrey. Very nice of you. Now, Gavin will explain to us about three main factors to form a hurricane and also the processes. Okay, Gavin.
Thank you, Mari. There are three main factors to form a hurricane. First, the sea surface must be above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The more higher the surface, the more fuel that the hurricane has. The second is the component is pre-existing spin or region of low pressure. The third component is the slight vertical wind shear. It keeps thunderstorms from getting higher and getting torn apart by a strong wind. Next. There happens to be several processes that go into forming a hurricane. The first form, when warm moist air begins to rise above the surface of the water and get displaced by the cooler air. Then the next process will be forming clouds and thunderstorm. After getting a thunderstorm, begins to grow begin to rotate due to the paralyzed effect on Earth. Thunderstorm rotate counterclockwise around the center called the eye in the northern hemisphere. The strongest winds are just outside the eye on the wall. The eye on the eye wall. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gavin. Very nice of you. I will continue Gavin's explanation. So, hurricanes often happen in some places of the earth, such as tropical areas and also over the ocean near the equators. It forms in the Atlantic basins, including Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean Sea, the Eastern North Pacific, and the Eastern North Pacific basin. As we know from Gavin's explanation that one of the main factors to form a hurricane is the sea temperature must be above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why hurricanes form when the sea water temperature is the warmest. That's also caused official hurricane season. For example, in the Atlantic Basin, the official hurricane season starts from June 1st until November 30, and the peak of the activity is at September 10th. Meanwhile, in the Eastern Pacific Basin, the official hurricane season starts from May 15 until November 30, and the peak of the activity is seen at late August. Thus, hurricanes are tropical storms with winds that are caused by different air temperature or air pressure in an area or region. Areas that receive more solar thermal energy have higher air temperature and lower air pressure. And then that differences resulted in airflow in a region. Therefore, we know that hurricane can cause considerable damage and danger. But gratefully, with this existing knowledge and also development, our technology development, we can predict the hurricane better than before. So we can be more aware and careful about it. Okay, we have come to the part of text analysis. So in this part, we have some points of each structure that we have to mark. The first is general statement by Audrey.
Okay, as you can see from the general statement, the point is hurricane is a large element that spins very fast around a central point, causing a very destructive wind that destroy many things. That's all from me.
Okay, next is sequence of explanation.
There are 3 points. The sequence of explanation, the source of hurricanes, 3 main factors in the information of hurricanes, some places where hurricane form, and the official hurricane season.
Okay, last is the closing part. As I said before, that hurricane can cause considerable damage and danger, but we have our existing technology and existing knowledge, such as a satellite. We have a satellite that can monitor the formation of hurricane. If there is something that hurricane must form, the satellite can predict it first, and then meteorologists can give us early warning, so we can be more careful about it. Okay, so we have come to the Q&A part. If you guys have a question, please raise your hand and then tell us your name, and feel free to ask your question.
Okay, my name is Rizya Shabrinawati, and in the text it is mentioned about Coriolis effect. So can you explain what is the Coriolis effect?
My name is Rizya. What
Okay, my name is Momo Sukasambara. So the question I'm going to ask is, based on other explanation, hurricanes are related to solar thermal energy. My question is, what is solar thermal energy?
Good. You have a minute to discuss with your friend. Please take your time.
Okay, we want to answer Sultan's question first.
From what I remember that I researched the last night, solar thermal energy, it is a conversion from the radiant energy that came from the sun into heat that we use for our daily life. I think is that the meaning of solar thermal energy. Is this clear for you?
Yes.
Thanks.
Next.
Okay, next, we're gonna answer Sasa's question.
I'm going to answer Sasa's question. What is Coriolis effect? Coriolis effect, when the Earth rotates in axis and the northern sphere, circulating air in northern sphere got deflected to the right, and the southern sphere got deflected to the left. This deflection is called the Coriolis effect. You understand?
I want to add more about Sasa's question. So we know that our Earth rotates on its axis. Okay. The circulating air deflect toward right in northern hemisphere and toward the left in southern hemisphere. This deflection called the Coriolis effect. And then I want to answer HR's questions. Why is there hurricane season? Okay. There are times the two most important ingredients to form a hurricane. First is a warm ocean. We know that to form a hurricane, we need a warm ocean temperature above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And the second is weak wind shear. It means no or little change in wind speed or wind direction. Okay, so the June 1st until November 30, and then in the Eastern Pacific Basin itu from May 15 until November 30, that is the time. There are the time of two most important things to form a hurricane happens. Okay. Thank you so much for the questions. Do you have more questions for us, or is it enough? Is it enough? Okay, thank you very much. So to conclude our today's presentation, so we have presented our presentation about how does hurricane forms. So we started our presentation by singing Mars Mansa together and did ice breaking with the title If You're Happy and You Know It. And then our text divided into 3 parts: general statement, sequence of explanation, and then the closing. Our text explained about the formation of hurricanes, its causes, its speed, its temperature, and so on. And then there are also times and places hurricanes usually appear. We hope that this presentation can make you more understand about hurricanes. And I want to remind you guys to always be grateful for the nature that God has given to us. And one of the best ways to be grateful about it is to take care of our nature. Thank you very much.